When I first started sharing about my regret about my women and gender studies degree a little over a month ago, I can honestly tell you I didn't have any agenda or anything.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. Did she say women and gender study degree? You know you're doing bad when the only thing you can do with your college degree is teach it and not get an actual real job in that field of study. Like she could have went to go be a mammogram technician or a gynecologist, but no, she wanted to go learn about women and gender studies. What do they teach you in women and gender studies that you can't already figure out on your own? You know what? That's not the point of this video.
Other than feeling like really finally grasping the weight of the destruction that that degree caused in my life. And I've received a lot of really wonderful comments. I've also, of course, received people like being mean, but I'm not surprised. What really has been so amazing is for me to hear how much people, there's just so much positive support. And leftist liberal people might be like, well, of course you're getting that support because you're coming to a side. And I'm not saying I'm going to a side. I'm not on the leftist side anymore. I definitely know that. I personally don't believe in sides, but after having my head in the sand for years, I'm realizing that it also doesn't help to take no stance at all. This all being said, for years and years and years, I believe the story that conservatives were terrible people, that they were not compassionate, and that I needed to stay away. To have that totally debunked through my own experience, through actual experience, has actually just been so amazing and so healing. And also, I think part of the compassion that's being shown to me is a few people have been warning me to watch out, be aware that I may get attacked now by people who perceive me to being against them. The last couple of days have just been beyond eye-opening. I've personally been in a lot of mourning, and also I've begun to experience directly the things that people in my comments have been warning me about. I don't think it's helpful for me to get into the details of it, but I want to say, yeah, I've lost some friends. Some people have unfriended me because of a post on my personal Facebook page that I made about Charlie Kirk. I've experienced for the first time the very same thing that I used to do to any and everyone who I believed to be an enemy when I was deep in feminism, deep in this Marxism, deep on the left. And it was eerie. It was like people that I've known for years. No matter how many compassionate posts I've made, how many things I've done over the years, and granted, Facebook is a place where it's for people, at least in my life, that I have lost a lot of touch with. It really has not mattered anything that I've ever done. All of a sudden, I watched people start to perceive me with such vitriol, treating me like I was just vile, and talking to me as if I also, in this very weirdly patronizing way, that I needed to be saved from myself. People were sharing with me proof as to why Charlie Kirk was a bad person, which all of it is an absolute disgusting thing anyway. Even if he was a bad person, to make any excuse as to why they aren't feeling bad about his death, it's unacceptable for me.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I know exactly what you're talking about because I've seen plenty of videos of like transgender people who end up regretting the transgender surgery or whatever they go through with that. And then the left completely turn on them. You're an outcast. They did the same thing with Dave Chappelle's person that he brought up on his stage before. He or she, whatever that person wanted to call themselves, was a big fan of Dave Chappelle, and a lot of people on the left did not like him because of the transgender jokes that he always told about transgender people. That person didn't care. That person wanted to be a comedian. They looked up to Dave Chappelle, but completely ousted this person to the point where they took their own lives, and they didn't care. So I'm not surprised.
But people were sharing proof to me and with the tone of like, you should know, you need to start somewhere, like, as if I am this total fool. And not that I didn't listen to the warnings of people here that this was going to happen. I knew intellectually that it was probably going to happen, but I also thought, well, these people for years have been seeing my posts. There's going to be some grace in this, and I did have some positive experiences from it. I was able to connect with some people who felt similarly, and that was worth me going through the pain of what I've just gone through the past couple days. I've always known that this is beyond like politics for me. And at the same time, I know that there's no sticking my head in the sand anymore. I am not too fragile to live in this world. That's what all these isms want. I am not too fragile for this world. I want to be a part of it. I'm just so grateful for the ability to say what I think and to have support in that. My heart is still hurting. It'll take me a while to get back to what I was sharing about, which is related, but it's really out of respect for what we're all experiencing right now. I think I need to take a little break from trying to make videos about my point. I still may be making videos like this, just like processing and sharing this aspect of my journey, which is detangling from the pain lens and the indoctrination and just the hate. I can't say how much I am so grateful for people who have been brave to speak their truth this whole time.
Yeah, it's a shame that she went through all this stuff, because like when you like separate yourself and then you take a step back from everything, you then realize who the good people are and who the bad people are. Good people, they may criticize you a little bit, but it's out of love, right? They criticize you in order to help you. The bad people, they criticize you because you are going to be going against what they're saying. And that's not what anyone should be part of. That's why the Democrats, the liberals, the left has lost a lot of support from a lot of people, because instead of being sympathetic, they're being very demonic in their rhetoric, trying to find posts of Charlie Kirk saying this and deliberately cutting out his explanation to why he's saying that. It's just trying to paint this man as a complete monster. But I'm glad this woman has finally seen the light and seen that it's much better on the right. Not saying to pick sides, that's up to you, but it is what it is. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and catch you guys next time.